We're gonna use the box to make hotteok. It's this stuff here. I'm gonna make this one. Delicious! Hotteok is like a sweet pancake filled with sugar, nuts, other things. So I'm gonna use the box and we're gonna cook the hotteok together. These are very common in Korea. They're great to have when it's in sort of cold weather outside, and today definitely fits that bill. It is snowy, rainy, sleet and hail. And this will be a warm treat for the night. Let's begin. The hardest part of this apparently for me is opening the box, but once I got the box open, we can see what's inside. 3 things. We have our hotteok mix. This is basically flour with a few other things. We've got the sugar and nuts mix, and that thing stuck to the side is the yeast. So we'll start with the yeast. Warm water, not too warm, about lukewarm sort of water. Give it a good mix until it's all dissolved, and then just let it sit for a few minutes. Make a little well in the center of your flour. It's just going to make it a bit easier to mix it in, and then just start mixing. It'll slowly come together until you've got a nice sort of elasticity dough. Give it a bit of a stir. This is really sticky, so you don't really want to get your hands in there just yet. If you want, you can let it sit for a little bit and it'll actually proof a bit. It'll get bigger, but I'm impatient and I'm hungry, so I'm just going to go straight in and cook it now. You can see our sugar with the nuts. You want oil on your hands, or on your gloved hands at least here, because this is super sticky. Now how much you put in is up to you. Basically try to put in as much as you can. And then there's a few tips here. Press it down with the back of the spoon. This will make sure that sugar is going to stay in there when you fold it all up. And remember your orientation of it. So this is the top, and pinching it together at top will help you know which is the top and which is the bottom. If you get this sort of mix wrong, what will happen is half of your hotteok will be full of sugar and the other half will just be dough. So you've got to get it fairly evenly spread around. And same again for another one. This hotteok mix makes 8. I somehow managed to make 7 out of this. So I guess probably a couple of mine were a little too big, but that's okay. As long as you make a few of them and fill them up with sugar as much as you can. Perfect. Yeah, so 7, but you can see there's one. That one's quite big. Ooh, it's quite heavy too. Remember I said pay attention to the tops. So we flip it over so that now the top is on the bottom and we press it down. This is actually a machine that's for hotteok. I'm pressing this down, and that is going to spread the sugar out, and it's going to be flat, and the sugar is evenly in the middle. It's not all stuffed or clumped to one side, which I've done in the past. So that's why I'm mentioning it now. This is a mistake I've made in the past. Give them a quick flip back. And once they're golden brown on their other side again, they're ready to go. It's that easy. Make sure you don't burn it. So here, I'll do another one for you. So there we go. Turn it over. It's on top. Push it down. And you can see how it's not quite cooked. So that's why we're going to flip it one more time. Look beautiful. This one's perfect. Look how fat they are. That's exactly what you want. You don't want it too thin. My wife likes the thin one, so don't get me wrong. People do enjoy it, but I like mine to be quite fat. You can see all that sugar's melted, and the bits of nuts in there. This was such a good mix. So if you can ever pick up this mix, I highly recommend it. Now let's eat these things. Time to eat. Oh yeah. Oh. Thanks for watching. 안녕히 계세요.